we're looking at how do we help rebuild, John, and how do we help rebuild with technology the hemp industry, which got crushed by the rush for CBD, and now it's getting crushed by the synthetics markets out there, right? And how are we as a platform enabled to bring together the whole hemp industry under this track and trace type software using the blockchain?
This is a critical point because it's a really important thing that all farms can learn the lesson from. It's basically, how do I integrate hemp into my rotation? Is it an annual crop? Do I do it every year, or do I do it every few years? How do I set it up? How does it affect my next cash crop? And being able to track and trace hemp, which is still cannabis. Like, all hemp is cannabis, but not all cannabis is hemp. So in the case of hemp, making the distinction of why we were growing it in the first place, which was like going to be a better price than alfalfa. It's going to be a better price than most of the other things I can put on the land, mostly all dry land. We're not going to be dedicating this to irrigation very often. And so it's a really big choice. This is the critical change that's going to allow ESG to show this attractability to say, we are doing this in the best way, using the right seeds to only grow a form of cannabis that's hemp below the thresholds of the percentage of THC in that garbage, which is just an arbitrary number we should get away from anyway. But hopefully we'll be able to get away from where we have to pay $1,000 or $800 to just get a license to grow hemp, to do something very specific that ESG will be able to track and show. I think if we can go to our states and go basically through our senators and be able to change the laws in effect that allow us to really grow industrial hemp for seed and for fiber, for just cover, for food for your animals on your farm. No one should have to pay anything for a license. We don't pay a license for chickpeas or wheat. So I think it's an embarrassment, really, that the states are charging so much for a hemp license when we could do so much good with it. And then we have the benefit of the feed, the seeds, and all those good things. And that'll then help the industries emerge, because we kind of have to have the ESG to track it. So.